New on Curiosity Stream. How do you connect a 16th century potato to limitless energy production? Could Napoleon's toothpick have a direct link to a machine that predicts the future? And how can a 1700s conch shell chart a course to humans connecting their brains to the internet? James Burke's visionary series Connections returns for a new generation. Experience all new Connections. With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at curiositystream.com.
All right, so let me go ahead and get this started. You know something? Ah, damn. It's that time of the week again. Yeah, I almost said time of the month, but don't you laugh. Don't laugh. Oh, now you laughing, huh? See, look, you know, when I invite you to this thing, man, we gotta be serious. There ain't nothing funny going on when I talk about it being the time of the month. I almost thought it was Jams Week, but it's not. Jams Week was last week. This week is all about the Hangouts, and as a matter of fact, we're doing it this time. So you ready to go? You pumped up, man? You all right? Come on.
Yeah,
ready?
I'm pumped up. I'm ready.
All right. Shoot, we're going to do some comical stuff. It's about to be a funny one. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Start us off. Let's get... Oh, damn. Start us off.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll team up. I'm J-Man, and this is J360 Hangouts here on
J360 Hangouts!
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Hangouts for episode 9. This is your host, J-Man, of course, and with me today is the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man from Jersey, the one that gave us the Void EP,
Blastpast!
Hey. Thanks for that great intro.
Hey, you're welcome, man. It's well-deserved, you know? One way or another, I gotta show respect for my East Coast brethren. We are united.
Yeah, oh, thanks.
You know it. So how you doing, man? It's good to have you on the Hangout show finally. I had this plan for you. I was ready.
Thanks. Yeah, doing well. Thanks.
I was listening to Void earlier today. MacReady was just sweet. I love all the tracks, don't get me wrong, especially Phobos too. Which, by the way, were you thinking of Mars when you made that?
Yeah, actually, that's kind of a little nod to Doom, because I don't know if you're familiar with the original Doom, but, you know, the whole premise was they had, like, the Mars bases, right? So
yes, sir.
I guess I was kind of thinking about that, like, well, I don't want to go into the whole thing about that one, you know, we were talking about a different song, but, yeah, it was, you know, Doom-inspired, basically.
Hey,
more or less.
Doom for life. Doom for life.
Oh, man, that's one of the first games I've ever played.
Oh, you really gonna ask me that question, man? Come on, you know J-Man about that life. He about that life.
I know, you're right. Oh, what kind of question is that? Of course you know Doom.
Doom is sweet, man. Hey, speaking of which, if they have a multiplayer that's working, guess what we gonna be?
Oh, yeah. Man. Well, is there multiplayer in Eternal? I haven't actually played that one yet.
I think there is. I mean, yeah, I think there is. I'm gonna check that out. Xbox, right?
I don't have an Xbox One. I'm on PC, but, you know, whatever. It's all good.
Hey,
I think they might do crossplay. Who knows?
Yeah. We got to scope that out. You know, I do host the Power Play series.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, what don't I host?
I've been wondering that. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff.
Right? Help me. As soon as the realization comes in, it'll drive you mad. Kind of like Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that's a blind spot for me, I gotta admit. I have been waiting to play that game for a long time, but sadly, as of yet, I have not played it.
Well, you know, that's a lot of lore to cover. You know, one way or another. I would like to go knee deep into that, but I'm just gonna say, if you ever get a chance, you know, I think the original is on Game Pass, so if you ever want to play that, that's a complete story. And then I think like the one that's been remade is kind of like the first disc from the old one. So
right, yeah.
So if anything,
I'd probably jump into the original one.
Yeah, there you go.
And do it.
Because I figured this. I was like, you know, they're going to add more to this crap. Sorry, I say crap all the time. But they're going to add more to this shit. So I'm not going to be sitting here paying all this money to get this shiny remake where I could go ahead and play the complete original stuff. And then, you know, at least then I could just say I'll watch Advent Children and then I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I agree.
So that's kind of the thing with that. But, you know, a lot of the Final Fantasy fans will probably be mad at me on that one. But I'll be like this. I love 9 and 4, damn it. You can't take it from me. But, you know, enough about my crazy mess, my man. Like, in terms of movies or videos or whatever, like, what exactly are you into, if you want to let us know in the J360 Legion and all?
Well, lots of things. But I guess in terms of, like, musically inspired, you know, I've kind of started getting into horror movies a little more in the last couple years. And so I have this tradition where leading up to October, you know, Halloween, I start watching a bunch of horror movies, just like, you know, just completely immersing myself in as many as possible. And I got started a little early last year. So that's actually kind of what inspired Void. You know, I was going for like a old 80s horror movie thing, but having some more modern sounds in there. So, you know, you talked about MacReady. That's actually supposed to be a reference to R.J. MacReady from The Thing. You know, basically horror movies definitely influenced a lot of the music on this EP. But yeah, you know, movies, TV, video games, all that stuff all kind of mixes together and factors into like where I get my influence from. So
very nice. Hey, you got to come back for one of my big events. See, it's funny you mentioned that. I host a thing called the J360 Monster Fest where I take a look into different horror movies and everything's all Halloween-esque and all. It starts like in late September and goes all the way through October, all the way to like the first week of November.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And I actually take the time to riff on a few horror movies and stuff. I could always use a partner in this. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? We can sit back and go ahead and point at that and be like, man, that's fake. Man, that's tiresome. Nobody wants to see Candyman 3. And then we can just point and laugh at all the other sequels that suck ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
I watched a really bad horror movie this last season. Actually, it's weird to have to admit this because I came up with this track from the EP called Behind You that was supposed to be like very horror movie derived. And then I was on Hulu and saw there was a movie on there called Behind You that had just come out. I was like, oh man, this is perfect, right? Like, you know, I had this idea before I saw it and then I watched it and it was so bad. It was one of the worst. Sorry to anyone who likes that movie, but it was not good in my opinion.
Oh God. Were they running around in circles and did the lady trip? Did they do all of the tropes?
It was fairly tropey. It was one of those movies where it's like, oh, they're in the mirrors. That's how you can see them. Like they're behind you, right? You look in the mirror and but even worse than that, you know, it made no sense. The non-spectral characters, if you will, had horrible motivations and it just, it was very disappointing.
Oh man.
So just to clear the air, my song is not in any way inspired by that movie. It's pure coincidence.
Yeah, isn't that something like you're like, yes, this is great. And then all of a sudden you see it and then it's like, nope, I deny the whole thing. This is terrible. Move back, distance yourself. Yeah. Nah, no relation. Over. I wonder if that's how some people in the 80s felt when they made songs for movies and then the movies suck, but the soundtracks are so good. And it's like, they're like, nah, it's distanced. I just always wondered that. I do love the Void EP, my brother, and I'm gonna tell you this one way or another. I know it was hard to pick songs from it, though. That's the thing. Like MacReady, yes, I actually did get that vibe from it, and the Behind You vibe, I literally look behind me. It's either you or Raptorvania when it comes to your vibes on those kind of songs. But I literally look behind me there for that moment. It was when I was doing the Urban Legends episode of the J-Man Show. Like, you know, I listen to either your EP or his EP, and then it just gets me in that mood so I can go ahead and do my deliveries. And I'm like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, like I got to make sure that my back's against the wall and I see everything. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. That's like the ultimate, right? Like, you know, creating something and having someone tell you like it made me feel this particular, you know, emotion or emotions or whatever, like makes you inspired by something, you know, that's it. That's what it's all about. So that's awesome. Thank you.
It's very true, brother. I mean, like, you all inspire me. That's why I keep coming back every couple of weeks. Or every week. Or what do I do? Yes, keep coming back every week. That's why, man. You guys keep me there. That's all there is to it. We help each other out in the Jam Fam. Jam Fam forever.
Yeah,
Which, by the way,
thanks. Yeah.
Might as well go on ahead and use MacReady to get MacReady ready for all these people. So, your first track of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, showcasing the Void EP from Blastpast, is called MacReady by Blastpast.
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
MacReady was really damn good, wasn't it? You know y'all got them thing vibes. You know y'all was feeling it. Hell, y'all were even imagining the part where the dude's stomach opened up, didn't you? Yeah, y'all remember that crap. Be about that life. Oh, man. But yeah, dude, I need to ask, since you are a horror movie fan, and I'm a horror movie fan, top 3 favorite horror creatures, man, what you got?
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I feel like it's obvious to just say that The Thing was my favorite after we just talked about it, but that probably is my favorite. I love the whole shape-shifting, weird monster thing going on there. But oh man, that's a tough one.
Ain't it though?
I don't know how I'd pick even a top three. Coming up blank here.
Well, there's no right or wrong answers, but I mean, at least it wasn't one of the big three, as they like to go ahead and throw around.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was surprised you didn't mention Pumpkinhead. He's one of mine.
Oh, man. I know. See, this is the problem. I'm such a novice with horror movies. I have a lot to catch up on, so haven't seen Pumpkinhead either. But it's on my list for sure. Yeah, something? I know.
We gonna have to make a day out of that one, my dude. Don't worry, I'm not one of them guys that talk through the movie, but I'm gonna tell you this much: that movie was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Hell, I'll send you a list sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I need like a must-see list.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. I'm trying to think of a good horror movie for you. You've seen Silver Bullet, right?
No, haven't seen that one.
Well, that's more of a mini series. God, there's another one called The Howling. The Howling. You've seen that?
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it though.
Okay, we'll put that on the list. Don't worry, my brother. I got you.
Thank you.
One way or another.
You gotta teach me here.
Hey, I got your back, bro. I'm always there for everybody in the jam fam. Here's the thing. Spiral. Do you have a story behind the track of it?
Yeah, kind of. I guess it wasn't really inspired by any one particular thing. But I wanted to make a song that just had some, like, really just... I don't know what the right word is for the emotion. I guess kind of like just... Not tension, but just something that was like, felt like it was just like constantly pushing forward, like having a really quick drum beat that just kind of, felt like it was like constantly building up to something and then just like destroy it and have it completely switch into something that I still felt like would fit in, but would be like just a complete shift in, like the mood of the song. So, and I want it to be weird because that's something that I really appreciate in music is just like, breaking out of like something that's too formulaic, just make some weird ass song. So that was basically like what I had in mind when I worked on that song. So working with that, I just sat down with my synths and just came up with some weird sounds and, put it together and came up with what I got there. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess like another note about that song is I noticed that the little like kind of the breakdown near the end where it sounds like it's like a machine powering down and it switches over, that plays like different on every single speaker or headphone that I've ever listened to it on. And when I listen to it on my phone, it almost sounds like it just cuts out. I don't know. I mean, so anyone who's listening, if you want to get the full experience, put on a good pair of headphones or listen on a good set of speakers. I didn't really, I guess I should have mixed it better, but I'm still learning. So,
hey, from what I heard, that is one of my favorite songs from you, dude. I love it when it gets weird like that. You know what I mean? It makes you think that one way or another, we built a monster and there's no damn way we can stop it. It's transforming before our very eyes. It's almost like that shit from Evolution. It's becoming unbeatable. Things like that. Where is your God now? Oh man, we're gonna go ahead and let the good people listen to it and get Frankenstein inspired. Let the nightmare fuel seep in, because here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Spiral from Blastpast. Take it away.
aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
I mean, you know, just one way or another, man. Like with I say one way or another too much, but you know, Sharknado. You just can't with Sharknado. That's the thing. It's like you watch all 5 of them. Well, I know you haven't seen the last 2 yet, but as soon as you do, you be like, "Damn!" So that's it, huh? Let's watch them again.
I want to marathon them. I would love to just spend an entire day watching Sharknado 1 through, 5 or whatever. I don't know.
It's definitely 5.
Not that you really need the continuity. I mean, what needs to be explained about those movies? There's tornadoes made up of sharks that they destroy by blowing them up, you know? Like, that's it. You don't really need to see the previous movies to get that, but
hell no, you
I
don't.
still want to see them in one shot, you know?
Like continuity. What is this language you speak of, sir? And where exactly does it come from? Continuity. Throws it out the window. See, that's me as a director. We don't need no continuity. Let's snarl at it, shall we? Matter of fact, negative continuity. You know, we'll add new characters as they go. The family tree will be big, and then eventually we'll probably make it to the climax somehow. Now that they all ride the van together. Yes. You know, it's funny, too, because you see, like, certain movies where most of the time they're in the car. You know, like, nothing's happening. They're all just sitting in the car driving somewhere. Oh, yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Let's do an exposition scene and talk about all the stuff.
Yeah.
I laugh at that stuff all the time, dude, because Casper Van Dien is notorious for being in those kind of... Yeah, Mr. Starship Troopers himself. Well, you know, he could have been a big star at one time. Could have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, man, I haven't seen that one in a while. I got to rewatch that.
Mm-hmm. And if you need to, you can go ahead and watch number 2 and number 3. Just so you went through it. That's all. Not anything to brag about. Just say you did.
Yeah, just to get my bumper sticker.
That's it. Got to get the merit badges, my dude. The badges is what best represents all of us. It brings out the best in me. Look at how I progressed. No, don't look at me. I'm not a good example. All right. But one way, oh God, I'm gonna put a stop to that. I almost said it. But yeah, that was definitely Spiral, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, me and Blastpast here are just having a good time. We're talking it up. And you see, in a way, you're getting your mix of the interview and you're getting your mix of great music tonight. And plus, you're seeing the growth of one powerful friendship here. And this is Mighty.
Yes, it is.
You know it. Hey, by the way, my man, so you play on PC, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... You got Steam, of course, right?
Yep, I do. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna have to add you on there. Yep. That's gonna be the thing.
Yeah,
we're gonna
definitely.
have to see what our game lists look like so we can go ahead and get some power play challenges together.
Yeah,
And
that
indeed,
sounds great.
in case nobody knows this, or everybody should know this, I'm going to announce it anyway. All right. Anybody who's been on Jams or who's been on, you know, the Hangouts, of course, are welcome to join me on the power play as I get stomped by Big Daddies currently in BioShock or in multiplayer games at any time to participate in the Showdown series. Eventually I will get prizes, but money's a little tight right now, so you're going to have to wait. I mean, I'll probably just go ahead and draw like a medal and you can show that around to everybody. Maybe that'll help. But that's the only way.
All you get right now is a sense of pride and accomplishment.
That's
just like
right.
playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, right?
That's right.
I think that's where that came from.
That's called character, man. Character. Don't expect any sort of monetary gain. You did this for sportsmanship. Oh God, sportsmanship. Wouldn't that be amazing? If we all valued the nature of sportsmanship, then we wouldn't clearly have great Madden Rage videos. Shoot. As a matter of fact, speaking of which, man, I was gonna ask you about this though, but you see, I still got my Philadelphia Eagles pride too, and I'm like, we in a rebuild. I don't know why I brought them up, man. We ain't going nowhere. Stay at home right now. You can see me on my front porch being like this. Yeah, we making it. Nah, we not. No. Tap out. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, before we started the show tonight, I was actually playing some All-Star Baseball though on the N64. Man, I was having a good time there. I was just sitting there chilling with that. You know, I was
nice.
okay until the Chicago Cubs did a score on me, and then it was time to do the interview. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm out."
I never played that one. But my favorite sports game on N64 is Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. That game is insane. It's just like, it's completely arcadey, and like, you know, you can check people and they do backflips, and like a little ambulance drives across the screen. It's just like a really great arcade hockey game. I don't know if you've ever played that, but that's like my all-time 2-beat sports game for N64.
Yo, man.
And NFL Blitz too.
Oh, of course. I'll be looking into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Blitz, man. Blitz 99 was my jam. But I'm going to tell you this, though. When you get right down to that Wayne Gretzky, though, man, I wish I knew you at the time. Because like this, hockey, huh? Hockey, you say? Well, let's go ahead and help you with that, sir. Philadelphia Flyers, here I come. You know it, man. I'm all Philadelphia teams. Shoot, man, I used to love that kind of stuff. When it's like an arcade-based like sports game, I'm definitely there. I mean, the simulations are okay, but you know, it's just something really, really fun about the arcade versions.
Yeah, well, you know, it depends on your mood. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a really simulation. I guess for sim games, I play a lot of golf games. I really like realistic golf games for some reason.
Golden Tee?
I don't know, they're just relaxing. I haven't played Golden Tee. I've played like some of the PGA Tour stuff. Although actually, like the last one I played was maybe '07 or something like that. It's been I'm pretty far behind, but you know, golf is golf. I'm not really playing it for the celebrities that are in it. You know, I'm just playing it for golfing. So
Yeah, golfing can be pretty relaxing and challenging.
yeah, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, I like to show that I'm very civilized and distinguished when I got my Arnold Palmer tee and I'm holding this golf club right here and I'm just looking like I really know what the hell I'm doing. But you know, one way or another, I just said it. I'm distinguished enough to go ahead and get my my ace in the hole. I'm good.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yep. And then, of course, you know, there's more to it than this. But I'm going to bastardize it up. Because much like Happy Gilmore, I'm not about that life. Now. Well, actually, I got respect for golf, though. I mean, I really do. There's no disrespect to it. Because, I mean, when you're playing it, though, it's very relaxing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm terrible at actual golf, but if it's a game, sure, I'm up for it.
Oh, yeah, you know. Like, I don't want to insult you or anything, but, you know, when I'm playing Wii golf, you know, I sit there and I tend to think, I got another episode to do next week.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that. All the Wii Sports stuff is great.
Oh, okay. Because some people dude, there are some people that get pissed off when you mention, like, Wii and crap. And I'm like, what's wrong with Wii?
Oh, no, come on. That's great.
Yeah. It's like the Wii is fine. Yeah. It didn't hurt you, did it? Oh, wait, let me get this straight. You were one of them people that night and you stood in line and you didn't get yours because they ran out of stock. So you came home empty-handed. You didn't know how to tell the kids. And then at the end of the day, you was disgraced for the rest of your days. Well, at that point, it was your own fault, wasn't it? You know, little things like that.
Oh, man, I totally forgot about how insane that was back then, trying to get a Wii. I was really toying with the idea of going and waiting in line somewhere and getting one. But that was like just at the time where I couldn't drive. I didn't have my license yet, so I had to like beg my parents, and they were like, "No, we're not. We're not going to do this."
Oh, dude. Like, and they've gotten worse since, man. Have you seen like the lines? Like, and I'm not even just saying just for gaming, but for mobile phones and like anything that's new and techie. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't realize that was still a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, midnight release type, you know. Well, I don't know if it's midnight anymore, if that's how they do it, but
people standing in line for that PS5 and everything, dude. They went crazy. Even during
Oh,
COVID,
yeah.
nothing would stop them from getting in that line. And hardly any
Yeah.
social distancing.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
I fought
What can you
tooth and
do?
nail. I went through the COVID wars to get dies.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Also, like, not just the craziness of trying to get one, but also there's like, was it like a microchip shortage or something that like, so there's hardly any of them out there, right? I think people are still having trouble getting them. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really like researched it too much because I'm not going to get one anytime soon, but
Yeah. Just like me. I'm not getting one anytime soon. But, yeah, they are having a hard time getting them. But Sony did put up the advertisement for, like, new controllers you could buy.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The new controller that you sit in the box a little bit and looking at you and you looking at it. And you're like, someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real good use of your money instead of buying some food and stuff, huh? That's a real good use. $64.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. It's just wild what goes down nowadays. But, hey, dare I say it, I think I had somebody in the Jams chat room say, like, oh, gaming is dead. What a loser. Gaming is not dead. Gaming's still alive and well in terms of retro gaming, using what you have, not necessarily chasing stuff. They only got like 5 games for like the PS5, I think. And even then, most of them are like remakes. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, I mean, if anything, you can use PC like we do, or you could actually invest and get one of them arcade one-up machines. I mean, like, gaming's more alive than it's ever been. It just once again.
Yeah, there's certainly no shortage of games. It just depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the old games aren't going anywhere. You know, I still play N64. You know, I'm still playing my Wii U, which I know everyone hates on that system, but I love it.
Hey, that is
So-
like the best retro console running. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, also you can mod them and put GameCube games on them. So you know, that's to me the ultimate because GameCube is like probably my favorite system ever. I love GameCube. I don't know if it was just like it came out just at the right point in my life or whatever, you know, for it to have that impact, but I still go back to GameCube all the time. I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, like what you love, man. Like, you know, I always go back to either PS2 or Dreamcast. Like when I really don't feel like dealing with any sort of updates and all that kind of stuff, you know, that's just my go-to consoles. And then now that I got the N64 back up, I go to that too. So it's like,
Yeah, the biggest hurdle is just getting a television that you can actually use them on, right? Like coming across a CRT nowadays if you want it to look good.
Well, if I wanted to use like a CRT, see, I went ahead and I used like an HDMI adapter to go ahead and bring them back. So
okay.
They look a lot better, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them kind of things. Like, see, I invested in retro gaming. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Hey, that's great. I got a pretty big collection of various console games from the past that I just don't have it in my heart to get rid of them, you know? I'm always like, one day I'm going to want to go back and play, like, Blood Omen 2 on GameCube or something, right? Like, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, you cannot let that go. You must hold on to that at that point. You know, it's just the same way for, like, when I want to play Onimusha, and I know they re-released Onimusha 1 on PS4, but you see the PS2 got all of them, and I got all of them, so...
Yeah, gotta hold on to it.
Guess who wins? Things like that. And you know, I actually did fall into the trap for like the PS3 backwards compatibility thing because I had one of them huge ones, dude, back in the day.
Oh man, I want one so bad. Yeah, the ones like the backwards compatibility for PS2.
Yes, and then like something happened with the GPU and it died, and then I was like, oh god, and then I had to go out there to the store because I traded away my PS2. I made this mistake. I went right there to Walmart, picked up a PS2 for $100, and came along with memory cards and came right back.
Oh man,
Because I was like, oh no, I can't be like this. Oh man, that hurt too. Because it's a good thing I did because it's the couple of weeks later they got rid of that whole inventory. I was like,
yeah.
whew.
Nice. Well, good thing you got in there.
You know it, man, because I cried that day. That hurt. like
oh yeah.
there ain't many things that make J-Man cry, but that right there, Ooh, that game.
Oh man, speaking of trading in things and regretting it later, when San Andreas came out on PS2, I traded in I think 10 different GameCube games to get $35, and then still had to shell out $15, or maybe it was $25. I don't remember if games were $50 or $60 then, just to cover the rest of it. And some of those games I traded in included Super Smash Bros. Melee, which I can't believe now that I would ever have traded that game in. Oh, such a regret. I still think about it, and it was 15 years ago or whenever that game came out. Like, mistakes.
Dang, man, yeah. Oh God, I can't throw stones, man. That hurts. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how we making it, man. We have to learn.
Yeah.
Oh man, and you know what? I felt the same way about that too when I had SNK versus Capcom. SVC Chaos, and I couldn't play it on the Xbox 360, and I got rid of my Xbox original. I was pissed. I got one now, though. But oh my God, I said never again, damn it. Never again. Don't leave.
Yeah.
Don't leave. That's cool that you and I pretty much have the same way of going about things with video games. I mean, they are precious and enjoyable, man. It's just one of the things.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing like a good game, especially to make like your days easier and stuff. Or you get back from work and you're like, you know what? The hell with social interaction. This is where I need to be at.
Oh, that's a great feeling. Like, just getting the game that just perfectly suits what you want to get absorbed into. Like, we were talking about Resident Evil, not on here, but, chatting to each other about it. Like, when the new one was announced, or not announced, actually, I didn't even hear about it when it was announced because I wasn't really playing a lot of games then, but in the last couple of weeks or a month or two, whatever, I was just like, oh man, there's new Resident Evil. And then I remembered how much Resident Evil I've played back in the day. I just got so into it. I played RE2 Remake, and that's a beautiful video game. I was so into it. I played through, like, I don't know if you played it, but, like, you have to do, like, 2 runs, basically, as each character. I just blasted through it. Like, I think in 2 weeks, I had completely finished, like, both playthroughs. It was, so good. So good.
I mean, you were into it, man. That was the game that actually had your full attention and all. I'm the same way with Onimusha 1. And Spider-Man, too. Like, definitely Spider-Man 2. Oh, my God.
Spider-Man 2? Like the PS2 Spider-Man 2?
You know it.
Yeah. People still talk about that game as, like, when are they going to make the next Spider-Man 2? I mean, I haven't played the PS4 one, but the web-swinging thing is the thing that everyone talks about from that game,
The PS4 one is amazing, too.
Yeah. Oh, I have it and haven't played it yet.
What?
I'm terrible about that kind of stuff. I'm like, everyone said it was great, and I buy it, and then I have too much of a backlog, and I never get to anything. So.
Oh my goodness, my dude! You know what? You almost had me be like, "Oh man, stop the hangout!" But no. You definitely gotta play that game. That game is amazing as hell. Oh, you've got to experience it. And the Miles Morales game is actually really good too.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a PS5 exclusive. That's back, or it's on PS4 also.
It's on PS4 too.
Oh man, okay, that's all right. Maybe that ought to be the next thing I play then.
Hey, which by the way, if you got a PS4, let me know, man. I need more people on that PSN. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Hey, speaking of which, do you read comic books at all?
No, but I got on a really big Marvel kick right at the beginning of the pandemic, and like basically watched not all of them, but the ones I had been missing, which I had like a couple year backlog. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should read the comics, because I feel like I'd appreciate the movies more if I had like the original experience with this stuff. And then I went on like the Marvel, digital subscription thing and looked at how many things there were. And I was like, this is going to take the rest of my life. So I haven't had the courage to jump in yet, but I'm definitely interested in it.
Hey, when you dive in, let me know, because I'll talk to you about comics too. I'll be right there with it. I'm always looking for other people to talk about these different things with. And as I keep making shows upon shows, which, by the way, there are 6 shows you guys know about, and then there's like 10 more you don't. So, it's always one of those things where I'm like, there's a show for that. Just letting just letting you know for future reference and all that stuff. Even though Jams ain't going anywhere, Jams will be there. The J-Man show will always be there because obvious reasons. But just figured I'd let you guys know about those things. And hey, speaking of which, Godzilla vs. Kong, did you see it?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I actually hadn't seen 2014 Godzilla. I hadn't seen Skull Island, and I hadn't seen King of Monsters. So my fiance and I were like, all right, we're going to just binge these movies right before Godzilla vs. Kong, and it was great. I really enjoyed all of them.
My man. Yep, that's right. All the respect to you, man. Right there. I'm proud of you. Yep. See, I already like you, but I definitely respect you more now. That is amazing, man. So, hey, what you think about Kong though? He held his own, didn't he? Held his own, right?
Yeah. Oh man, I guess I was always like a Godzilla guy. I hadn't really seen much of the King Kong movies, and I was like the least excited about King Kong. And then when I saw Skull Island, I actually think that might be my favorite one out of all of them. Out of those 4 movies, like that, I guess maybe just because it surprised me the most. That was such a fun movie, just like nonstop action.
Yes,
it was great.
See, that's right. That's right, all you out there. We all say Team Godzilla and all that stuff. Yeah, I was with you. But the point is this: we had people that love Kong. I was there, man. Yep. See, I was on team let them fight because I love them both. But the thing is, though,
I definitely watched Godzilla vs. Kong being like, man, don't hurt King Kong.
Yeah.
He's
there
good.
was that
don't hurt him.
Right? Like, when they were battling in that city, dude, that was like everything that WrestleMania should have been, It's like, yes! Woo, they did a good job on that. Like, I mean, well, I could go knee deep in it, but I've already done that, so it's kind of like... But I always like to hear everybody else's perspective, especially in the Jam fam, as we know. So, yeah, definitely. But, man, I'm glad you did go to see it and all that kind of stuff. And I will be asking you more about your movie tastes and all that kind of stuff in the future. Because, like, I can see it now when I do an episode where I'll be like, Jay, I got something to say about it. I'm like, all right, we got to say that. Because let's do this. Yeah. And you know something, my dude? Like, hey, you played through Resident Evil Village, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fetus Baby.
Oh man, no! I've blocked it out of my memory.
Right.
It didn't happen.
That whole damn chase sequence, bro. I'm like, nah.
Oh man.
Oh come on.
That was great. That was some really good, like, actual, suspenseful horror kind of stuff going on. Like, I don't know. I almost felt like I was playing Amnesia. I don't know if you played those games, but
I heard of them.
It was just that feeling of like, I'm just in this dark hallway and this thing is chasing me and it sounds horrible and I can't do anything about it. Because they take away all your weapons, so you're just like, all right, well, turn around and run. Which is usually what I do anyway, but...
It was giggling and gurgling at us, dude. I mean, come on now.
The sounds. It wasn't even the look of it, it was the sound.
It was the sound. I couldn't even walk around the house at night like that, bro. I had to turn on, like, my flashlight and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like... Thinking that damn thing was coming out and trying to swallow me whole. I ain't got time. That's some scary shit.
Man.
And I mean, like when you're hiding under the bed and stuff and hoping that it doesn't see you, like, oh
man, yeah.
The things you had to do to survive. And it was like, I know as soon as you were near that elevator, you were like, hurry up, damn it, get here now.
Oh my God, I hated that. When I got to that part and it didn't open immediately, I was cursing out loud. I'm like, come on, this is, I knew it.
Yeah. And then the damn thing comes right in there too. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, nope.
Leave me alone. I ain't your daddy. No. Oh Lord. I mean, they brought back the nightmare feel. I mean, if anything, like 7 was a return to form in case, like, 6 or 5 kind of like alienated, but 8 definitely carried. That's all I gotta say. That was a damn good installment.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I've heard some criticisms of 8 that I think are valid, but to me, it was perfect. Like it hit all the notes I wanted. I really liked 7, and I kind of felt like I wanted it to have a little more fast-paced stuff. Like I guess maybe it's just, I think it's by design that you feel kind of like you're struggling to fight the enemies in 7. Like the aiming is pretty slow, and they really move around in like a weird way that makes it hard to like go for headshots and stuff. So I kind of liked feeling like, I don't know, I guess it sort of empowers you a little more by giving you more ammo and weapons and stuff to take down enemies. There's like more actual combat, but I don't know, it still had like the good, over the top story that Resident Evil always seems to have, by the second half at least.
Oh yeah.
Starts off like, oh yeah, this story, and then all of a sudden by the end you're doing this crazy shit that I never would have seen coming.
Yes. I mean, like all that stuff, when it winds up, like as soon as you get done with Lady D and admiring Lady D, let's just be honest, as soon as you get done with that shit get real. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Oh man. And speaking of which, as we are having a good time, man, you're always a pleasure, to talk to and jam out to, of course. We gotta get back into the music part of the show.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, that's
Hey, that's what the Hangouts is all about. Come on, y'all. It's on the 10. We're hanging out too. You get an interview and a hangout. Understand?
Yeah.
Package deal. But hey, since this is the last one coming up, this is one of your latest singles, of course. And what inspired you to make Donovan? Now I think about it.
Well, Streets of Rage 2, because that's where all the sound effects come from. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I didn't really start off necessarily thinking like, oh, I'm just going to make something that's just going to have a bunch of Streets of Rage 2 in it. I just was, had just gotten this new groove box, the Deluge or whatever. It's made by this like company in New Zealand, I think, and it's super bright and colorful and really fun to use. And I was just messing around with it. And I kind of wanted to make a song that had like a triplet feel to it. So I started off with that, and then, I don't know, I was just thinking about Streets of Rage, and I was like, this would be a great opportunity to try and do some, like sampling-based music that I don't normally do. And tried it out and figured, all right, I'll just grab a bunch of Streets of Rage samples and just throw them into a song and, go from there. And at the same time, I was also getting really into modular synths. So one of the melodies in that song is basically, I recorded it live, which is not common for me from my other stuff. I usually kind of program everything with MIDI and let it play. And sometimes I'll tweak, I'll tweak the synths while I'm recording it. But for the most part, I just like pre-program everything. So nice. I wanted to do something where I actually just basically did it live. So that was what I did. And yeah, it was kind of an experiment. It's not on Spotify because I don't know if I could clear the samples legally. So, that's kind of why it's in limbo. But yeah, just wanted to do something fun and different. So that's kind of where that came from.
Hey, I vouch for you, man. This is for art, damn it. That was a beautiful... I love it. I love that track, man. That's always going to be one of my favorites from you. Matter of fact,
Thanks.
I was going to run this by you. I can go ahead and do it now. Would you mind if I use that on the power play as for, like, highlights?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's on now, motherfuckers!
Yeah, definitely. I'd be honored.
Then we going to make that happen. As a matter of fact,
Nice.
it was you and Raptorvania that I'm going to use for that. So, yes. You guys, man, you guys are awesome as hell. I got to have you both on a show sometime together. Now,
Sweet. Yeah, I'd love that.
that is the game. And if you're listening, Rap, you can't escape me, pal. I know where you're at. But, hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey, you know what? Blastpast, this is your turn, man. Take us on a trip, bro.
All right, well, here we go. This song is called Donovan.
Yeah!
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
Yeah, so that was the legendary The Donovan by Blastpast. And I'm going to tell you one way or another, I just said I wasn't going to say it, but I said it anyway. I don't give a damn. It's one of my phrases. Look, as I make a J360 stuffed toy, because some of you women out there want a piece of J-Man, and, you know, you can't have J-Man, so this is the next best thing. Well, I'll get you a little pull string doll here, and then you can go ahead and pull it.
I was just going to say, you need one with a pull string.
Yeah, see? You're with me, man. You're with me. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. We go ahead and give you a little pull string J-Man doll, and he'll be saying, you know, all sorts of things, in addition to 3 special phrases, which is like the one I just said not too long ago. Yeah, because I'm trying to stop saying it now. But I'm definitely saying one way or another. See, there it is. It's right on there. Or welcome to the J-Man Show. Or, hi, it's J360 Jams, and this is your host, J-Man. Among other things. And if for the ladies, however, we can change the voice box into something a little bit more OnlyFans material based for you. Any way to help you get through your day. Hey, like I said, modulation. Of course, I have to go on the internet, pay that extra price to get those sexy phrases. But, hey, you know what? I'm trying to make a little bit of money here. I need the gross. So, definitely, man, that is The Donovan, and that is from The Streets of Rage. And it makes me just want to play that game right now. Even though I plan on doing that in the power play with Space Force. We're actually going to do a playthrough of that.
Nice,
man.
yeah.
Streets of Rage 1 and 2 were great. But, you know, actually, hey, at one time, was Streets of Rage 2 actually 4-player? Was it at one time?
Not that I know of. I think I've only seen it as 2-player. I mean, the first version of that game I actually played wasn't on the Genesis. I played it on, like, a Sega Smash Hits thing on Dreamcast, like, back in the day. So, I don't know. I guess maybe in one iteration it was, but not the ones that I've played.
You know, I'm thinking this. If I manage to find that, we got to unite as a team.
Absolutely, yeah.
That is something that we need to do. Either for something like that, or maybe, God, I gotta find some 4-player co-ops that we can do. That would be
What
sweet.
about Streets of Rage 4? Is that one the one that just came out, like, you know, a year ago or something? I wonder if that one is.
If it's 4-player, then we'll have to look into that too. Nobody wants to play Streets of Rage 3.
I've actually never played that one.
Well, you're not missing anything, bro. Don't play it. Man, like I was saying. Terrible game. Not only that, but you got to do a whole lot of crazy stuff to get the right ending. Yeah, it's a lot to it. If you ever get a chance to look at like a complete playthrough of it, even then the music's not all right. It's like they just went through that, you know? That's the only problem with that third one.
Yeah.
I could say the same thing about Golden Axe 3, but
Oh, Golden Axe. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, man. I love Golden Axe.
That's a game, ain't it?
Yeah.
And then Golden Axe 3 came along and ruined it. What is it with the second sequel, bro? Well, I'm just always saying that. Like,
yeah,
shit.
I don't know.
You know, it's like this. If I ever get a chance, and I will because I'm going to go ahead and do this, I'm going to make movies. So when I get that chance to do that second sequel, I'm going to do it about as best as I can with the first one. That's all I got to do. I'm just going to stay on it and be like this. No, we're going to go ahead and finish this story arc right here, and that's it. We got to go out on top. I mean, I can see it now. The J-Man collection.
The J-Man trilogy.
That's even better. I appreciate you, Blastpast. That was good, man. Good save and throw there. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
But you know, like, oh man, like I sit there and I think about it all the time. Like, I remember playing it. I mean, by the time you get to like the second stage, you get tired of it. Whereas like with the first two, you're going all the way to the end, you know, till you get to like Mr. X, and then like that's the beauty of the game. But I guess they were just made at the right time. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, I played the first one too. It was good. I only think I played that one once, but yeah, 2 is awesome.
Phenomenal.
I love that game.
Phenomenal.
And it turns out there's actually a bunch of synthesizers that use that same chip, but I love the one I have because it has a little window and you can see the actual chip in there. It's just like perfectly nostalgic.
Is it a program or is it hardware?
No, it's a hardware synth. It's a little box. Some guy on like, I forget if it was like Etsy or Tindy or something like that makes these things and like just custom builds them. And it's great. It's just a little hardware synth that you can hook up to, your headphones or whatever.
Yo, I got to look into that because as I try to jump in like you, oh my God, I got an idea. Hey, Blast, do you play bass at all?
Bass. I have a bass guitar. I actually tried getting into guitar for a very long time. I still have all my guitars, including my bass, but I'm not really super proficient, so...
Sounds like we need to do a couple of jam sessions together. I'm not as proficient either. But the best thing is we can learn from each other as we do it. And then,
hey, I'm up for it.
Yeah, that's something wild to do. And I just have to go ahead and work on the musician J-Man side in addition to the filmmaker and radio broadcaster side.
Yeah.
Yep, but all in all, my brother, I mean, like, you are an absolute blast to deal with. Ha! See what I did?
Thanks.
Anytime, man. I got to do that, man. I mean, like, that was just awesome. I was like, yeah, I got to get him with that. Hey, by the way, any favorite superheroes of yours?
Well, I guess since I haven't actually read any comics or anything, my basis is from the movies. So, I don't know. I like the Iron Man movies the best. I think as a hero, I like Iron Man, but... I acknowledge that he's kind of a dick, right? But that's part of his personality. Like, usually I don't really like characters like that very often, but I like Robert Downey Jr., so, I guess probably from those movies, Iron Man. I feel like that seems like, of course, Iron Man, right? Because they make him such a central character. But even when the first movie came out, I was like, Iron Man is the shit. I love him. Like, he's got a cool suit,
He's got millions of them. hey, but the thing is, though, there's no right or wrong answer. I just always throw that out there sometimes. I mean, hey, like who you like. I mean, like, I think Iron Man's okay. And, yeah, he is a bit of an asshole, but he's always been that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always...
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, he was made during the time of the Cold War, and he was supposed to be unlikable, but the thing is, people loved him, and, as those movies came out, they gave him more of a personality than anything, and he became popular, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
But, you see, my guy has always been Spider-Man, so...
Okay.
Yeah, because I experienced him not just in movies, comics, I experienced him in, like, multiple different mediums, like, even from... He's just always been my dude, and I always related to him on different levels. Like, there are times where I'm always broke, and I'm always dealing with a tyrannical boss trying to say, oh, he's a menace, things like that. As I was upcoming, now I am the boss, and I'm wondering which side I'm on, but always Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's a good character.
Yeah, like, it's just, it's just something about him, and it just always appealed to me. And to an extent, Iron Man grew on me after a while, because I kind of like the suits and I'm always working on something. So, it's just like when it's good for those movies to actually make it so that people actually resonate with different characters. And in a way, that's kind of like how the Jam Fam is, because you resonate with different people in the Jam Fam.
Yeah.
You like their style, definitely. You like their skill set, and I always say invest in them, like help keep us afloat. Which is like why when Void was there, I was like, I'm going to give this man $5. He going to go as far as he can with him. Go, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Like, the Void album, like, I'm going to say this. The Void EP is so good, man. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the, I don't know if I've done it once, but if I haven't, please forgive me. But it's going on Albums of the Week this week.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yes, it is. And it's going to be there for 2 weeks.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, man. Achievement all over. Like, that, it needs to be there. Those 6 tracks alone. And then I'm going to try to start doing something else for the Jam Fam, too, just to help you guys out. Because, you guys do release singles. So I need to go ahead and make something that focuses on the singles. And I had something way, way back in the day as a feature to do it. But I'm not going to announce it here because I want you guys to be surprised about it. And since I posted that thing on IG about, like not giving too much away this week, you guys are going to be taking some notes on this. And speaking of which, the Jamiversary is next month. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff, brother. You just stay,
nice.
You know what I mean? And if anybody asks you, tight lip.
I didn't hear anything.
Uh-huh. I didn't say anything either. We're gonna start having group sessions soon enough. We're gonna have like you, me, Space Force, anybody who wants to join in can join in.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks very much for having me. This is great.
Always, man, and I hope that you just said you enjoyed, so I don't have to say that. Do you have any links that you want to share with everybody, or merch or anything where they can find you and where they can listen to your music and all?
Yeah. So, I try to basically focus on Bandcamp. So, on there, I would be blastpast.bandcamp.com. And, begrudgingly, I'm on Spotify because it's the most accessible place to hear music. And I figure it's, more likely for people to want to listen on there. So if you want, you can check it out on there too. I use Spotify, but, it's not the most well-paying place to be as an artist. And besides that, I'm not really on a lot of social media, but on Instagram, I think I'm at Blastpast Music. So, I'll be posting stuff on there from time to time. And as far as merch goes, I don't have anything right now, but I have wanted for a while to do like a limited run cassette release of Void, or maybe the next thing I'm working on. Who knows? We'll see if it fits on a cassette. But so that might be coming up at some time in the future. So that'll be on Bandcamp whenever that happens.
Lots of big things in the future, and they're just gonna have to wait, right?
Yeah.
I can respect that, my man. And you know what? Like I said before, it was great having you on this show, and we will do this again soon. All right?
Great. Can't wait. Thanks.
Well, you want to say goodbye to the J360 Legion or me?
We'll both say something. Thanks,
right.
everyone, for checking in and listening to us chat, and keep doing what you're doing.
I want to thank Blastpast again, and I want to thank all of you for tuning in. And, stay tuned. We'll have more coming at another time. But this is J-Man signing off. Peace.
Thanks. See ya.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.